Thank you for listening to WBHM Digital Broadcasting out of Birmingham, Alabama. The time is 45 minutes after the hour. Welcome back to Fate Mag Radio. I am Kat Hobson, your host, with my guests, Bill and Kristen Reap. We are having the best time, and we have got some questions coming through chat. And, like I said, if you're listening on your mobile, we have a live chat on our Spreaker app, and I do monitor that. And we have a live chat also on our WBHM-DB.com page. All you got to do is get in there and hit live chat, and you're there. So, Bill, Brenda would like to know, do the ghosts up north speak with a Yankee accent? And she elaborates to say, if one is in Maine, did they hear those ahs?
The ahs? You mean like the New Englander? I'm at the Rabba.
Yes.
I'm at the Rabba. Look at the chandelier. It's gorgeous.
Yes, that's New York.
No, well, anyway, I didn't know Yankees had an accent. Do I have an accent?
Not so much, no. But you're in the military, and generally people who have been through the military and traveled don't have one.
I don't care where you investigate. You come across different dialects, different inflections of grammar as you travel. So yes, they do speak in accents at time. Absolutely, we picked.
All varies as to where that person may have been attached to, or where an item of theirs ended up.
Think about it. I mean, cemeteries, okay? Those people who get buried in cemeteries and are interned there, it's not for them. I mean, how many, chat room, how many of you, raise your hands, when you die, are going to hang out in that cemetery waiting for your family to come see you?
There you go.
You're not. You're going to go to those places that you really liked. So, if you were a Southerner, beautiful Southern belle, and you decided that you liked Vermont maple syrup, and that was what you liked, and, I may catch you at the Vermont Maple Factory.
Studying the graves.
Exactly. You're going to, spirit goes to where it's comfortable, where it's fun. Take a place like Gettysburg. I mean, you get a ton of different dialects. You get a ton of different accents.
Yes, you do. I did.
So it's fabulous, But it's a great question. Yes, we've had EVPs in. Yesterday at Fort Mifflin, we were doing an EVP session in one of the casemates, and we got a response. Actually, Heidi, who was our researcher on our team, was with me, and she asked a question, and the response was not in English. It was in French. And she speaks French. And she says they responded. What they said was, no dog. So, and she had asked, is there a dog here? And the response was, no dog. So it was interesting.
We had German responses while we were in Virginia.
Yes.
Would you repeat that?
We had responses in German when we were in Virginia.
Really?
Yes.
To what kind of questions?
It was coming across one of the Legion.
Yeah, we were using
apps. It was children.
Spirit box. It was coming through Spirit box in German. Now we were in Virginia Beach area when we were doing that. We are close to a naval yard. There is an alleged German sub that was sunk not too far from there. So is it possible? Absolutely. I mean, you never know. You never know what you're going to pick up.
That's half the fun of doing the investigation, because you don't. And
And you need
people
to,
from all walks of life over the centuries and millennia that we know about have been travelers.
exactly. People have been sharing ghost stories since the cave days.
Yes.
The paranormal is nothing new.
Be amazed how many people don't know that, though. They think that
And,
it all started with, the shows or the Civil War or.
exactly. And just because you're in Gettysburg doesn't mean you're going to get a Civil War soldier. You may have someone who passed away there that really liked it there. Or, you could be in, at a location and, it's a Revolutionary War location. But, how do you know that you're not going to get the guy who overdosed or committed suicide down the road, 2 days ago? You don't know.
Exactly. You don't know.
You don't. So,
And
you need to be open with that, which is why when you go into an investigation, you really shouldn't front load too much information, and you should be open to the experience and open to, no preconceived notions of what's going to happen there. Hey, every day there's, Lily and in the white dress, I see her playing with her doll in the corner, So now what is everybody going to do? Oh my gosh, they saw Lily in the corner playing with her doll. So everybody focuses on the corner and they miss everything else that's going on around them.
I don't understand why they do get so focused, because if you're going to go to the effort to be doing this, you need to have, if you don't have enough people to have eyes covering the area, you need to have equipment that you can. But
Exactly.
you can use to do that.
But you also have to understand that, okay, Kate, Kat, you may go to and had an experience, at a location. And you have this experience and you tell all of your listeners about it. And all of your listeners want to go to this place and see where Kat had this experience. And, Kat saw Lily playing with her doll in that corner, So everybody goes and focuses. I want to know I want to experience what Kat experienced. But it's Kat's experience. May not be meant for anyone else.
Well, exactly. And just because you're at a location that has just child spirits there, ostensibly, that's not necessarily who's going to choose to interact with you. It is completely, I think it's completely random, because of the fact that people have come and gone. I always am blown away when people are like, oh, well, we just have travelers here. We have a portal, but we have resident spirits too. A friend of mine owns a jail, and if you haven't been there, you need to go. It's an amazing investigation site called the Old Paulding Jail in Ohio. But she does have resident spirits there who interact on a regular basis.
I actually have her get in touch with me, because we sent her a message and we have not heard back from her. So if you do talk to her, have her give me a call, because I'd like to talk to her about something.
I will do that.
Because I mean, Chris and I love, where Chris and I met, right?
No.
Chris and I met in jail.
I did not know that.
Yes.
In prison.
Yes, we did. We met in prison.
Which one?
At a state correctional facility in Pennsylvania.
Right.
Yes.
That is so random.
Now, before anybody goes all crazy, we were both correctional officers.
Well, I knew that you were, so I wasn't flipping out. But
oh, so you thought Chris was the inmate?
No, I just didn't know that she had been a correctional officer. I figured that she was a social worker.
Yeah. No, she was actually a sergeant. She was my boss. Holy shit! Even there, you were my boss.
Well, she was practicing. But that is.
But we love prisons because we get such great responses from them.
They are so active, and hers was my first. I mean, I've done Eastern Ohio State Penitentiary, but I'd never done just like a county jail where people would go for like child support things or just, too many tickets, couldn't afford to pay their fines or whatever, so they're in the county jail. But because the big dog criminals went to Ohio State. But I was stunned by how active this location was. And she does have people that seem to just show up randomly.
Well, I mean, there would possibly be a lot of residual energy there.
There is.
Yes.
But there's a lot of intelligent, like the sheriff is there all the time. And it's just way neat.
Well, yeah, because you need to think about the dynamics are so interesting. But we were at a small museum last month in Maryland, where we were down as guest lecturers, and Essex Historical Society, Essex and Middle River Historical Society in Essex, Maryland. Phenomenal place, little place, off the radar. Love the places off the radar, and they have they had 3 male cells and 1 female cell there. And, they say, oh, we get some stuff there, nothing ever spectacular. And, well, Chris was in there and she spoke, we know how to speak to an inmate.
Right.
Which a lot of people don't. And you'll get responses. And the responses are very genuine. You'll get the F-bomb. CO, F-bomb CO, or yes ma'am or yes sir or whatever. You'll start getting answers, and they pick up on that energy. And I mean, whatever you do for a living is definitely imprinted on your psychic, what you do. And someone asked in the chat room, have we ever been to Fairy Plantation? We absolutely love Fairy. We're going to be back there in November for Veterans Day weekend. In November, we love Fairy Plantation. When is it?
What?
Fairy Plantation is a plantation in Virginia Beach.
Oh, okay.
They claim to have 11 ghosts and a witch. The witch they refer to is the Witch of Pongo, who was Grace Sherwood was definitely, she worked the land there. That's all well documented. She's the only witch ever to be put to death convicted in the state of Virginia and then acquitted 300 years later.
How would
someone petitioned and said that she wasn't. But, interesting. Great place.
Sounds like it to me.
Time for another break.
Almost. We have got about 30 seconds. But, when we come back, I would like to hear more on the history of that. And we have a question in chat about what your favorite investigation is. So we've got some things to cover. And, this is going to be a 5-minute news break thanks to NPR Radio. And we'll be back. This is a great time to fill your mug or your teacup and maybe stretch those legs out a little bit. So I'm
going to go get a sweet tea.
Or go get a sweet tea. That's what I'm going to do. So we will be back in 5, and thank you so much.